Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fallout 4. So, kind of lied last time. Uh, I remembered why I thought this place was big, and that's because not only is it obviously big, but the inside is rather large as well. Unfortunately, we can't do anything with it as of yet because there is a quest that we'll do later. It's actually
I thought I heard something.
one of our main quests. Oh, hello. But yeah, it's actually one of the main quests that we'll end up doing in there.
Nothing to worry about.
I mean, we got a lot of people firing at us. I feel like we should worry at least a little bit. Oh, God, that guy sucks. There we go. Oh, he's got combat armor on. But you. You know what? Let's go to my level ups. I want to see something. Finder, Scrounger, Bloody Mess. Well, Bloody Mess actually wouldn't be bad. What level are we anyway? 22. Which I think is not enough for Gun Nut, although we are close. Oh, for the Gunslinger. Ooh. Yes, please. Anyway. 5% bonus damage to enemies. Mysterious Stranger isn't really all that useful. And, like, because he doesn't show up very often. Uh, and then, he appears more often. And then he appears more often, and if you kill somebody, you'll get a critical. And then if there's a high chance of critical, it's filled. It's honestly not all that great, but one thing I do want. Let's see. Each hit in bats has a chance of filling your critical meter. Well, before we do that, I'm actually going to buy the critical banker perk so that I can get multiple critical hits saved up, because there are
There you are. That's wait.
very few instances where I actually feel like I should be using.
I knew it.
Okay, there goes one. Is that a... What's that? Oh, I think, you know what? I think that was a spotlight that I just shot. Oh god, there's probably somebody up there as well.
Guess there's nothing.
Go. Alright. Now that we've cleared out those raiders, I can continue what I was saying. So yeah, it's a main quest that leads us into Green Tech Genetics. And it isn't a faction-related quest at all. You go there no matter what, I do believe. So yeah, we'll be coming back to that part at some point. Now, I am working my way a little bit further east, but I'm not entirely sure that this next location that we're going to will show up. We can't go into it either way.
For the scavengers.
Let's see. Sturdy leather. Well, I don't think we have any sturdy leather. What do we have for Raider? Sturdy Raider, chest and left arm. And this is another chest piece. And I'm good on regular combat armor. Ooh, left leg. That's a new one, right? Nope. Oh, wait, yes it is. Sturdy Raider left leg. Not leather. Alright. Cool. Well, we've almost got our full set of Sturdy Raider gear. But yeah, the next location we're going to is also a big location, and is also one that we can't do as of yet, but I would like to get it marked on our map if we can, and if we can't, oh well, because if it doesn't get marked on our map, that means it isn't on our map yet. Because it is a railroad specific location, actually. That you can't do until, it may not be until after the game, like after you finish the game, that you can do that one, if I'm being honest. Because, yeah, it's a thing that gets set up after, and I'm not even sure if, like, you need to finish the game with the railroad, or if you can, because there are a few different ways that you can finish the game. Obviously, you can finish it with each of the 4 factions. But if you work things out right, just basically don't do certain quests, you can have it where the different factions are all still present and accounted for after the. Well, I guess not all of them. You have to lose at least one faction, but uh, so you basically can choose the Institute, the Brotherhood, the Railroad, or the Minutemen. If you choose the Minutemen, they don't fuck with anybody else. They don't go after anybody else except for the Institute. If you choose the Institute, they go after everyone else except for the Minutemen. The Minutemen, nobody cares about. They don't care about anybody else, and nobody else cares about them because they just go around and they help settlements. So they're not a threat to anybody, and as long as you're not attacking a settlement, you're not a threat to them, right? Then if you choose the Brotherhood, they go after, obviously, the Institute and the Railroad. And then if you choose the Railroad, they go after the Brotherhood and the Institute. So basically, if you choose the Institute, you're guaranteed to lose the Brotherhood and Railroad. But if you don't choose the Institute, you can in fact work it so that all, like, because you have to do it with the Minutemen, because they don't force you to go after the Brotherhood or Railroad during any of their quest lines towards the end, or to get to the end of the game. And then there's just certain quests that the Brotherhood. I mean, you can even progress in the Institute certain ways without having to worry about canceling out anything else. Basically, as long as you're not going after, like, as long as you don't accept or go after a quest or do a quest. I think there's some quests that you can accept, and then as long as you don't do them, you're fine. And then there's other ones where as soon as you accept them, that's it. That's the end of it. It locks you out of certain. Go north. It locks you out of other things, but yeah, as long as you don't do that, you can have it where after you finish the game, the Institute is destroyed, but the here it is. The Brotherhood, Minutemen, and Railroad are all still alive and well. Yeah, so this elevator isn't functioning. This is the location I was talking about. T-shirt and slacks. And yeah, so after you finish the game, you come here and you set up. I think it's either right before you go to finish the game as the Institute. Yeah, unlock requires terminal, but unfortunately to unlock it with the terminal, you need to use the elevator, and unfortunately you can't use the elevator without power. And unfortunately you can't get power until that quest is activated. Now I don't remember if you do something to get power, or it's just there is no power until you do it, but either way, you aren't getting in there. But yeah, you help the railroad establish this place as a safe house. But with that, we will head to the 2 more locations. I don't want to say that we're gonna finish Cambridge because there is, like, I don't really know what to consider Cambridge and what to consider, outside of Cambridge. Because while I do have a vague memory of most of this game, I don't have like a perfect map in my head of it. And yeah, you may have noticed we're not building this week because honestly, I just didn't feel like it. Uh,
Let's do this.
we've been in Cambridge for a bit now, and I kind of just wanted to try and get through it. So we'll probably end up building next week because we should be able to finish off north of the river next week, and if we're lucky, we'll finish off north of the river and go and grab the quest from what is it? The nursery place with all the green top, right? That's its name. This thing, Grey Garden. Green top is, I think, a different thing. But yeah, from Grey Garden there.
This place took a direct hit.
Yeah, it did.
Perils. No surprise there.
Nope, none whatsoever. A putrid glowing one. As you can see, it does have a skull.
Make every shot count. Peril. No surprise there.
Oh my god, look at them all. Oh fuck, I did not mean to fall down here.
Steady.
Damn it.
Sword control. Over here.
Really, a fucking legendary ghoul as well? Wow, that did no damage. Point blank shotgun, sure. I may have set myself on fire there a little bit. Come on, knock it out. Oh, did I get it? I did get it. Nice. Leg gone. I can just pick off that one, a dangerous one. Oh, oh, did not mean to pull out my machete. Radiated blood, nuclear material, baby rattle. That's a good thing for them to be carrying, but I mean, they always have weird shit on them. Oh, Preston got down by one. Feral Ghoul Roamer. That's not really a surprise. He had a
Stay
lot of them
sharp.
coming at him, and
Don't
his
let the
weapon
guard down.
isn't really suited to ghoul hunting. Where the hell did that legendary one go? Because that's the only one that I'm really interested in. Because he would have dropped a legendary piece of gear. Oh, there he is. Two-shot pipe pistol. Fuck off. Shoots an additional projectile. Now, if you can get a 2-shot fat man. Oof. Apparently I missed a lot when I was shooting over there. Alright.
This place took a direct hit. Not much left.
No, there really isn't. So as you can see, a lot of ghouls. And one chest with, as you can see, also not a whole lot of useful stuff in it, unfortunately. Obviously the chest loot is random, but
Arrows. No surprise there.
yeah, I got it. Alright, now that we're out of there, yeah, that should be good. Alright. So yeah, it's one of the locations we're clearing today. Not that it's another.
Take him down.
Where'd that little fucker go?
Let's take him out.
Open fire!
I have a feeling that they were going to talk to me there. But maybe they were going to tell me that I needed to, like, pay or something. But I don't know. I guess maybe I moved. I was, like, in the corner of it or something. I don't know. Because it forced me to turn. And I saw that they were talking, but I must have been, like, just on the edge of the thing to trigger the conversation. So, you know, I took the step into it
No sign of him now.
to trigger it, but then I must have stepped out of it and triggered them turning hostile. Okay. Obviously, we can get up on this building somehow. Is there a connector? Ah, well, here's the other location that I wanted to clear out, which is Monsignor Plaza, which is a shopping mall.
End of the line.
Are you? No?
This is
Not gonna.
bullshit. Shut the fuck up a second. I hear it.
Do you hear something though? You should, because I am like right there.
Playing games
Just
with me, huh?
noise. Just noise.
Let's get this over.
Wow, that was a horrible surprise attack. Excuse me?
Man down.
There we go.
Wait.
Ow,
Something's
ow,
out.
ow.
Make sure that was all of them.
Stupid turrets.
Swear I must be going crazy.
Yeah, you must be. Hey, you got anything useful? No. And no. Unfortunately, there is a good chance that because like I do like to collect each of the different tiers of armor, you know, like get the regular, the sturdy, and the heavy. Unfortunately, when they've been modified, they sometimes lose the sturdy or heavy word on it, which means that there is a good chance that at some point I'm going to pass up a piece that I'm missing, because it happens pretty much every time I play this game. I will pass up a piece of armor that I've been looking for because I have no way of knowing what it is without picking it up. I mean, I do, I guess, because I could technically, you know, look at the stats and be like, oh, it must be an upgraded version of this one, you know, but
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Fucking pay for that. See that?
I may pay for it, but not by you, apparently,
The wrong fight.
since you like to throw Molotovs at walls.
Need some cover fire over here. Just getting warmed up over
How? Oh, not letting you get close again. And pressed it.
I've done this hundreds of times.
You gotta be fucking on the ball there, man. I shouldn't have to turn and see somebody fucking standing over me with a fucking pool cue.
We've got company. That's all of them.
You're supposed to be fucking helping me here. Why are you letting them get that fucking close to me, you tool? Elevators? It's obviously still a turret up ahead, but I mean... Really, Preston? Why are you down there? Gotta love how the Raiders decorate, right? Oh, it's a noodle. Okay, it's partly through the. I thought that was a skull, and then it's a noodle cup, and I'm like, what? But yeah, I guess if it's partially through the floor, it might look more like it. This is a weird little offshoot to build. Guess it does give you a better view. Hey, look, they have arrows pointing this way. And a turret that can't turn around. And somebody who apparently missed everything that was going on, a ghoul. That was weird, but whatever. Radix. What's in here? Oh, a few bullets on display. Griswold's terminal, eh? Oh god, there's a way to like zoom in, is there not? Finally got all the terminals wired up. Took a while to get the turrets playing nice, especially. I have to remember to get something nice for Jake after what happened to his pet mole rat. I wish Sue didn't have to be such a pain about this taking a while. Just because she can load up a few holotapes doesn't mean she knows the first thing about how complicated this old crap is. Whatever, it works now. Oops. Oops. Oh, fucking hell. We'll eject the tape. Play it so that we can walk around while we listen to it. Oh, okay. Do not read. This means you. On life. Okay. On death? Low to die, to kill, to maim. I really like to watch men die. I hope nobody kills me so I can kill them instead. Great. Sue is pretty, Sue is nice. Sue can shoot real good, even at night. I love Sue. Okay. Low to be tough and handsome. Low to be the best shooter ever. Low to be Griswold, best raider ever. Okay. Sue is mean and not nice. That is why I shot her twice. Hey, look, that's the best one out of them all. So I'm guessing Sue is dead then. So I guess there was a little bit of a love loss there. Well, love may be too strong a word, but either way, he clearly did not dislike her, and then, well, disliked her enough to shoot her. So, hey, a missile. That's always nice. I haven't got a missile launcher yet, have I? A 10mm reflex sight. I will take the shotgun. And the pistol that's over here. It's always nice to have extra guns that I might actually give to my settlers. To be fair, he said he shot Sue twice. That doesn't mean that she died, I guess. I mean, seems unlike... Did I say machete? Oh, there is a machete in the pot. Nope. Machete behind the pot. Yes. Weird. Oh, what's that? Monsignor Plaza key. Alright, well that's good. Now if we come across any other
Huh.
doors,
After
we'll be
all
able to
these
get in.
years.
Oh, get our drank on. Always nice when you find some that aren't just already done. Okay, well, we've got a couple more sturdy raider pieces here. What do we got? Okay, so left arm we already got, but we don't have right leg. So now actually all we need is a sturdy right arm for the raider, and then we've got that one. Combat armor. What is this one? Sue's terminal. So was the ghoul Sue? Or, I mean, like, she wasn't dead then? Touch this and die slowly, especially you, Griswold. Note to self. Next time I see Griswold, shoot him 3 times. Alright, so yeah, I'm guessing then that this ghoul was Sue. And he shot her twice. After she did something, who knows. Oh, there's a thing there. It must have triggered a explosion in the room, though. Good God. Oh wait, no, that's gonna take me outside. But yeah, I'm guessing then that Sue survived being shot twice if she's like, alright, next time I see him, I'm gonna shoot him 3 times. Because, I mean, that's something I would do. Alright, you motherfucker, you shot me twice, I'm gonna shoot you 3 times. Now, granted, that could be a vicious cycle if, you know, he survives that and then comes after her to shoot her 4 times, but, you know, eventually one of you's gotta win. Okay, explored there, we explored. Yeah, we went in there, let's okay. Did the upper floor, let's do the bottom floor now. Bobby pin. Oh, God, I got such a fucking headache today for some reason. I had one yesterday too, and I don't know why. I mean, not that headaches need too much of a reason, but usually it requires some kind of a reason, right? Yeah, I will take the peppermilk because I don't come across too many of those in all honesty. What's that? Nothing. Jangles the Moon Monkey. I'm not sure I've actually found one of those yet, which is a surprise because I generally come across a few of those, or at least I feel like I come across them fairly often. Maybe it's just different locations that I go to. Because believe it or not, this location, not one that I normally bother with. Because, you know, not really a whole lot here. I mean, there's a lot of locations that we're going through in clothes hanger. Don't actually remember that being an item, so I'll grab those. No. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of locations that we go through in yeah, I'll take those things too. In this Let's Play that are ones that I generally ignore just because they have so little in them. A bathrobe, that's a rather unique one, actually. I don't know how unique it is, but it's not one that you see very often. If at all. Like, I honestly can't remember there being more than that one. Oh, there's some stuff up here too. A bowler hat. Stars and Stripes bandana. I don't remember that being a thing. Although I guess it is rather easy to miss. Alright, what do we got? This store. This must have been a bookstore. not a whole lot survived in here, but that makes sense that, you know, paper didn't survive fire. Okay. Oh, we got a Protectron that we can activate. And then he can patrol this place for us. You know, in theory, keep it clear. Not that Protectrons are like
Yes.
super strong or anything, but I mean, they are supposed to, you know, be able. And this one's a police one, so in theory, should be even stronger. Is this assault one? No, another pet. No. Right, I guess assault shaker wouldn't have the little grindy thing. What exploded? I mean, I see the trap there. But, like, did they fuck up and put the grenade, like, behind the fridge so, you know, didn't do anything? It's appliance store, cooking store, whatever. Alright, let's activate this guy and then peace out.
I'm in.
Now let's just activate it. It should be fine.
Did you find anything useful?
Protectron on duty.
Okay, stationery, books, yeah. That's the clothing store. We did that. Elevators. Yeah, alright. So it looks like Monsignor Plaza is cleared now. Like I said, we got our Protectron on duty. Not that it actually means anything, but no. There is one more thing I want to get, which requires us to backtrack slightly. And we need to find a okay, so here's that place. So that one. We need to find a little kiosk or something. Maybe this one. The Synthetic Truth. October, The Synthetic Truth by Piper Wright. Hey, we'll meet her later. Noodles, we all eat them, we all love them, and Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied the sustenance for the past 15 years, from the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese, to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl, to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences, or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night, just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonald settle up to a stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago, on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229, as they sat around this very same counter, but that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles, but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experience of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing, that is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonald's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events of that evening, respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a public occurrence exclusive interview. Oh, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now, 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall, we all were, so what was the harm? And let me tell you, that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, he said he was from out west. Just so wonderful, until it wasn't. Wait, did I miss something here? Oh, out west somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening, and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on. Must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us, and something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all in an instant, and then his cheeks started twitching kind of funny, and I remember watching him, clear as if it just happened yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam, he shot Henry the barman right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink, but his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing, of course, is the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans. Since, after he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, and Mr. Carter kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. It seemed like they'd killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy, and he lay there like a dead, crazy man. Sure enough, God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and the metal. This was one of them early synths, you see. And we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was. Then we all knew the Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now, among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were and still are a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones the Institute has in service today. Which brings us to noodles, specifically the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonald last Wednesday night, in the same spot that Mr. Carter the synth had went haywire and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race, they were wrong. Are we? Fuck, that was a long... Whew, that was a long one. Good God. So yeah, we'll meet Piper in the future. And we'll take the sunglasses. Okay. Richard's note. What makes you think people will buy copies of the newspaper from you when they could just get one in Diamond City? Okay, maybe some of the traders, and then it obviously got cut off, and I don't think that we get the other piece of it. So yeah, he was. These are his papers that he got, and he was trying to sell them. Clearly didn't go great for him. Oh, that was Preston's gun poking through. Fuck. I was like, the hell is that? Who shoved a basketball into the mailbox? And more specifically, how could I get it out without it being popped? Alright. Oh, hang on. Oh, right, we never did make it onto the roof of there, did we?
The jet will make it, kid. What the fuck is that?
There's gotta be a way up there, though. Because, like, clearly there's guys up there. But I guess the question is, though, do we get up there from inside or from outside? I mean, I didn't really see a way to get up there from inside, but I wasn't really looking for one because I forgot that was a thing. And it doesn't look like there's a path outside up, so let's quickly, who cares? Let's quickly pop back in. Yeah, the landmines in this game. Put away our gun. because I do believe that as long as you're not armed or not visibly armed, the policeman guy won't, or like the police protectron won't give a fuck that you're walking around. Here's okay, but this goes down, not up. Slocum Joe's coffee shop, terminal doesn't do anything though. Gun shop doesn't have a way up. And then we're going back down. I mean, doesn't look, and I mean that's the only stairs, right? Like it would make sense for there to be. Oh, you know what we never tried though? The elevator. I just kind of assumed that the elevator went between the two floors, but maybe. But maybe the elevator leads to the roof.
Third floor.
Aha. Yeah, there we go. This is someplace we've already been. Because there's the appliance. Oh, no, it isn't. Aha, look at that. Mr. Handy. Is that considered an appliance? I guess so. I mean, it is an electronic, or like a mechanical thing you have in your house, I guess, so. I feel like it's a bit more advanced than, everything else that gets called an appliance, but, just because something's more advanced, I guess, doesn't mean it isn't the same thing. Okay, so that must lead out onto the roof. Where did these elevators go, though? Because, I mean...
Going up. Fourth floor.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm going to assume then that... Yeah. Okay. Alright, so don't forget to take the elevator when you're in this building. Not that there's a whole lot else to get in it, but, it's still some extra loot. Hey, buddy.
Opening fire. That it?
Yeah, it is. He was the only one there, but if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have realized that we needed to go back in and take the elevator, so...
We should get going.
Thanks, buddy. It doesn't look like there's anything up here, though. To be fair, I knew that there wasn't really anything important in this location anyway, but I mean... Okay, so we'll call that one here. We got through 2 locations, one of which was significant, took way more time than the other, but I mean, we also... we couldn't get into green tech genetics, and we did check out the one location, or at least where the one location is that we can't get into. So next part, if we keep going east, we'll actually run into Bunker Hill, which is a settlement. But I think what we'll do next part is actually head north into this location here, because there are a couple more because there's one more location up here, and then we'll actually be able to start our Mechanical Menace quest next part as well if we go that way. So we'll probably do that. Because that is a fun quest. It takes place in a few different locations, but it is an interesting quest. So that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.